Hi guys, the reason I'm making this video is that I feel a strong opportunity to educate some people, predominantly in South Africa right now, given our context, but basically wherever you are in the world. I really feel like this video could enlighten you a little bit. Today, there are quite a few things dominating my newsfeed, one of which is about a court case in which a very brave and courageous homosexual couple is taking up a court case against a venue that has refused to host their wedding because they are homosexual. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that last part because it's kind of key in the sentence. They've refused to host the client's wedding because the client is homosexual. Okay, keywords, because the client is homosexual. Now, if you have a functioning brain cell, you will understand this means that the basis for the decision is the sexual orientation of the client. The constitution of our beautiful South Africa mandates that anyone making a decision, changing behaviors towards someone else based on a person's sexual orientation, among other qualities like gender, age, race, and so on, is conducting a discriminatory behavior. Now, I seriously commend these two people. I'm not going to mention their names. I'm not going to mention the venue because this is not actually an attack on anyone. This is more an educational video. So you get the point that it is discriminatory behavior because the sexual orientation of the client is informing the decision. So there are some ladies who have started trolling one of the comments posted by someone and saying, oh, grow up, people have a right, what about right of admission reserved, and some other stupid comments. And basically, they've now started talking about, it's a double standard because, you should just move on. If you're homosexual, we don't all have to be okay with it, and the business doesn't have to. And that is actually right. They can refuse to host the client's wedding, but they cannot use the client's sexual orientation as the motivation. And I don't think people understand this. The South African Constitution has to protect the right of human beings and South African citizens. There's human rights. We are allowed to love whoever we want to love. And you don't have to be okay with that. But you're not allowed to withhold business services from me in a free market because of my sexual orientation. So I, being a heterosexual couple participant, would be able to walk into the venue and discuss my wedding plans and receive 5-star service. However, my friend who is homosexual would walk into the same venue and just be completely denied and told to please leave, we cannot assist you because you're homosexual. This is discrimination. And the fact that somebody calls it a double standard on the part of the community expecting that this be resolved in court is completely astounding to me. The only double standard happening here is from the business itself. People have started somehow dragging abortion into this, talking about God-given rights and what if it's a Christian business and all of that. And that you cannot have a Christian business. A business is not an entity that goes to church. A business is represented by directors and other public officers who might go to church, but the business is governed by the Companies Act of South Africa, among other acts. A business is not able, unless it can fully justify in court, which is where this case is going, that within its constitution, it must always prioritize the belief system of a particular religious group and prove that that particular religious group is not open and will not receive clientele outside of its strict belief system. Unless you can prove that, you as a South African business have to provide another reason, and it can't be sexual orientation. You guys need to think about this. There are lots of racists in this country. There are lots of racists that run businesses. There are lots of managers, and there are lots of clients and customers who are racist. There are lots of estate agents who won't even pick up the phone or sell you a home because you're not the same race as them. Racism is real. It's still happening in South Africa, and it's going to take a very long time and a lot of effort for us to get over. But what you need to really understand is that you have to prove that your decision is being made using some other logic. You cannot use the logic of my race, my gender, my age, my sexual orientation, or my heritage against me. Sexual orientation is not something people actually switch on and off. They don't decide one morning, oh, I think I'll be homosexual today. It's who they are. There's nothing wrong with people who are homosexual. And I honestly don't understand how someone says, oh no, but it's a double standard. Why do you have the right to gain access into the property, but the property doesn't have the right to deny you access? If you give someone something, a human right, and then you take it away by giving someone else the right to take that right away, no human rights are being upheld. I don't understand how grown adults, human beings, that supposedly have functioning brain cells don't understand this.